वर्ड्स नहीं मिलते।
और अहमदी अगर खलीफा वक़्त को देख ले तो मैं नहीं समझता कि वो सारी उम्र हजूर का चेहरे पे जो नूर है वो भूल जाए।
In Germany, fear of Islam is rising. Mass protests against the opening of mosques have become more common. Far-right groups are taking strength. It was in this backdrop that one of the largest Muslim conventions in all of Europe was being held near Frankfurt. The Caliph of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, was coming to address the convention. The Ahmadiyya Muslim community believe in the promised Messiah, the second metaphorical coming of Jesus. They number tens of millions all across the world. For 10 days, the Review of Religions was given unprecedented access to document every activity of the Caliph. Did the people of Germany have anything to fear from his arrival? What message was he coming to give? And how would his followers behave, and what would be their reaction? In search of the answers to these questions, we travelled hundreds of miles across Germany's Autobahn. We met people in their homes. We met people in their workplaces. And we followed every movement of the Caliph to piece together a unique story. These are the scenes behind the scenes. This is our story of the Caliph in Germany. The Caliph had an extremely grueling schedule. It seemed like he was on a mission to meet as many people as possible, in particular those who had newly joined the Ahmadiyya Muslim community who had never had the chance to meet him before. A large number of delegations had come from all over the world to attend the convention, so the Caliph dedicated a lot of time to meeting each and every one of these delegations. On one day, he met so many people in a short space of time that 4 makeshift locations had to be set up. So some people he met in his office, others he met in the hall just outside his office, and then 2 large halls were set up in the mosque. The schedule was so compact that often the Caliph, immediately after meeting one delegation, would get up and go to meet the next one. What was observant was that despite this hectic schedule, the Caliph would meet everyone exactly the same, with the same love, the same affection, always with a smile, and always extending a hand of compassion. There was a really interesting person we met in the Slovenian delegation. He is a non-Muslim, but he said he had a special link with the Caliph. He told us that for many years he had been translating and subtitling the Friday sermons of the Caliph, listening to every word that the Caliph had to say very carefully. Can you describe the meeting?
Yeah, this was my first time I met him, and since I translated quite a few speeches that he has written, it was a privilege to meet him. I also had the opportunity to ask him a question.
What was the question that you asked him?
Well, he said in one of his speeches that if a Muslim finds himself in a contradiction between what is written in Quran and between what's written in law of the government, he should follow law of the government. So I asked him for a clarification on that, and he said that government shouldn't interfere in religious matters of Muslims. In that kind of case, it is duty of Muslim to follow his religion. But other than that, he should follow law of the government.
As we were recording, we saw a young girl from the back rush forward towards the Caliph. A security guard tries to intervene, but the Caliph very lovingly says that the girl should be seated beside him. For the next few moments, this girl is able to spend precious time in the company of her spiritual guide. This was something reflective of the entire trip, where we noticed the Caliph showing close attention to even the small details of the sentiments of very young children in this way.
I give this child first bath when he was born, because he was born in a masjid.
There's a lot of dua from everyone.
Yes.
So we met a passionately dedicated family from Sarajevo, Bosnia-Herzegovina, who had been Ahmadi Muslims for several years. Dino Haspulic was there with his family and son Zoheb Haspulic. He was visibly overwhelmed with emotions speaking to the Caliph. At one point, he requested the Caliph to wear the ring that he was wearing and to pray upon it and to rub it with the ring that the Caliph was wearing.
He also
He
wanted.
touched it with the ring of the Prophet.
Yes, I heard about that. That's why I buy a new one on the bazaar. And
So how do you feel now?
I'm very happy because of that. I have one ring that touched Huzur's ring. That's something.
In some ways.
A young girl from the Macedonian delegation is overcome with emotions. She cannot believe that she just had the chance to meet the Caliph. She had wished to sing a poem to the Caliph, but at this moment of time she is frozen in a chair. The Caliph is informed and he gives special permission for her to come up with her friend and sing a beautiful poem in his presence.
O prateni kudoji najdobaroci te Rasuli Čekorime.
Amir sahab,
Yes.
alhamdulillah बहुत अमेजिंग मुलाकात के बहुत सारे लोग जज्बाती भी हो रहे थे आपके
हाँ
मुख
जी,
से।
ठीक।
तो आप कैसे, आपके इस वक्त क्या जज्बात हैं?
नहीं, बात यह है कि जब हज़रत साहब से मुलाकात होती है कभी भी या जहाँ भी है, वो हमारे क्या कहते हैं ये न कुछ बात नहीं कर सकते नहीं, ऐसे होता है जवाज़ है ना, वो यानी जिस तरह मुंह बंद होता है तो लेकिन बड़ी खुशी हुई होती है, ये हमारे क्या कहते हैं हज़रत से मुलाकात होती है।
My name is Paris Muhyiddin. I'm from Indonesia, from North Jakarta.
How was the meeting today?
It's amazing, speechless. I think it's speechless. Meet with my Huzur, my beloved Huzur. It's amazing, man. I meet with Huzur, and I think it's wonderful. It's amazing. Huzur smile with me, and I think I close to God. It's look like that. Yeah. Jazakumullah.
Coming up in part 2.
हम पे फजले खुदा हर कदम पर हुआ, हमको हासिल खिलाफत का साया हुआ, हम पे फजले खुदा हर कदम पर हुआ, हमको हासिल खिलाफत का साया।
तो यहाँ पर आकर बहुत अच्छा महसूस हो रहा है कि खलीफा साहब को देखा, दिल की ख्वाहिश पूरी होगी मेरी।
हमको हासिल खिलाफत का साया हुआ।